Hey again. Thought while I had the milled receiver went all apart, I'd show you the Galil milled receiver. Now, some people have told me, wrote to me and said, I thought you said you would never own another 223, which is false. I said I would never own another AR-15 style 223. I saw this milled receiver, gas piston, side folding stock, proven in combat by the Israelis and the South Africans. Very well made weapon. And I just wanted to show you the similarities of this cap. It's very tight. There's the cap. Here's the cap for the milled receiver. Very similar. Except the Israelis put the peep sight here in the back. I like that. It's got the flip up night sights too. The gas piston, the recoil spring is almost identical. It is the same way. It has a solid piece of metal and a hollow piece of tube to compress in. It's a lot more reliable and a lot stronger. Now the thing I found really unique is the bolts are almost identical. Now the thing I want to note here is on the AK it has crimps here that go all the way through this tube to back here, this piece of sheet metal here, and it's in a star shape so that some of the gases can get by to blow it back. And what the Israelis did to simulate that, since this is the gas tube smooth. It's got the ports on the top, just like this. The thing they did was they put a star behind the gas actual cap here, which guides it down to keep it from wobbling in there. Very unique design. I didn't know it had that until I field stripped this for the first time. And if you look at the bolt assembly, the rotating bolt assembly, this is the one from the Galil, and come on, you little bugger. This is the one from the milled AK. Here's the one from the Galil. If you notice, the surface at striking area is very large. This is just a little, it actually moves around quite freely in there. But it's, I mean, literally, it's almost identical. So the reliability and the loose tolerances for the desert, you know, because the Israelis do live in a desert. And this one also has a double hook trigger mechanism in it, and the spring assembly in here is identical to this one. You could almost swap the parts, it looks like, but you can't. And this has got a chrome bore with a threaded in barrel and then pinned. Very nice. I'm really glad that I bought this gun because, again, it's a milled receiver. It's indestructible. And again, on the inside where the bolt rides, it's literally machined into this receiver. So I know that this is just going to last almost forever. So there it is, to give you an idea of the similarities between a Galil and a milled AK. And you can see the parts that they're almost completely identical. Same technology, it's just that Israelis refined for their way of fighting. They put the cock and handle over to the top. That way you don't have to take your hand off of you can release the mag with one finger, dump the mag, put a new mag in, cross cock, and you don't even have to take it off your shoulder. You can just dump the mag, put a mag in, cross cock, and you're still right on your target. So that's the reason I bought this one, even though it's a 223. I have no problem with the 223 round. I think it's great, but I just hate the antiquated gas system on a AR-15 style weapon. Now the new ones that are coming out with the gas piston, what do you think? It took them 35 years to learn with the Russian. This gun was started manufactured in 1973, and they've used it in countless incursions with their enemies in the Middle East. So it took our guys, or our R&D, to say, hey, why don't we put a piston in there instead of a gas rod or a gas tube, so they can get clogged up with gases, because the 223 rounds foul incredibly fast. So that's what you got. Hope you enjoy it, and if you got any questions about these, I'll be sure and answer them. And you guys have a nice day, and talk to you later.